What is up, everyone? I'm Carlos, and we're Emelite Sauce, and this is the fifth part of our My Hero Academia What If series. What if Deku became a vigilante? Before we begin this What If, we would like to thank you all for the support we've been getting so far in all the other videos, and if you have another What If idea, leave it down in the comments below, and we'll make sure to reply to it. Now, let's get on with the What If. Midoriya and his group begin to head out following the Class 1A to the training camp. Koichi and the others see Aizawa, Vlad King, and the Wild Wild Pussycats as the only teachers in the camp. Midoriya is kinda worried about the lack of pro heroes to watch over the two classes. Midoriya and the group sit up on top of the building when staying at the summer camp. Midoriya texts Uraraka to know what they are doing and they will be going in groups around the forest. So Midoriya and the others split up in teams of two, with Midoriya and Koichi and Oguro and Kazuho as in the other team. They will keep an eye out just in case if they see anything out of the ordinary. Midoriya gets a message from Toga, saying that they are about to teleport to the camp, as Midoriya quickly notifies Uraraka and Bakugo to notify the other classmates to prepare, as they also are notified about the quirks of the League of Villains, but to also watch out for Class 1B since they are in the dark. Midoriya notifies Oguro and Kazuho about the news as they hear her scream, and Oguro and Kazuho quickly head over there as Midoriya and Koichi see a giant blue flame near the building as they head in that direction. The main fight will go down the same, but the difference is Toga wouldn't attack Sue and Uraraka. Oguro and Kazuho will be the ones to save Kota and fight Muscular, and Midoriya and Koichi would fight Dabi and meet up with Aizawa. So as Aizawa is fighting Dabi, Midoriya quickly zooms in, activating 5% of One For All and kicks Dabi, but Dabi dissolves into liquid. Aizawa is upset, seeing Koichi again, but asks who he's the other vigilante. Aizawa can't tell Midoriya because currently Midoriya has his voice changer activated. Midoriya tells Koichi to find Mustard to help out the UA students as Koichi heads away. Midoriya then tells Aizawa the situation about the League of Villains. Midoriya tells Aizawa that the villains are here for Izuku Midoriya, and his eyes widen, saying that he's been missing for months, as then Midoriya just states to bring the students to somewhere safe, as he informs Aizawa each member's quirk, as he asks how he got this information, and he tells him that one of the members of the League of Villains is on his side, helping him. Midoriya states to not try to capture him right now, because if he did, the chances of him losing another student will be high, as Midoriya heads away. Oguro and Kazuho arrive at Kota's location, saving him, as Oguro starts to brawl it out with Muscular, as he tells Kazuho to take Kota as she leaves. Kazuho sees one of the Wild Wild Pussycats as she hands Kota to her and Kazuho leaves. Oguro struggles to fight against Muscular, but he is overpowered and Muscular starts plumbing on Oguro. Tokayami will lose control again, and it will catch Kazuho's attention as she heads over to that location. Midoriya, as he heads throughout the forest, he meets up with Toga and Uraraka and explains the situation and asks to help around, but tells Toga to try to keep the spy act. Midoriya then leaves and tries to contact Oguro, but Muscular responds and Midoriya gets worried and tries to head out to Oguro, but then Shigaraki meets Midoriya, telling him he's not going anywhere. Midoriya wastes no time and begins to attack Shigaraki, and their fight begins. Mr. Compress captures Tokoyami and Bakugo as he tries to flee, but is caught off by Kazuho, and then she begins to fight Mr. Compress. Aizawa tells the students of the building to stay there as they are under attack, but they say they need to help as they have a plan, and they tell Aizawa and he quenches this, but they mean that they don't have time to explain as they go out. Midoriya gets up as Shigaraki is laughing as every member has been teleported besides Moonfish and Mustard. Midoriya gets up in a fighting stance as he's ready to fight them all if he has to. Koichi tells Kazuho that Oguro or Midoriya isn't responding. Uraraka and Sue secretly are hiding, texting everyone to head to their location that Midoriya needs help. The students with Aizawa showed him the location, and what catches his eye is Midoriya's name, as they quickly head over there. Muscular just laughs at Midoriya as he throws Oguro to Midoriya, as Oguro is barely holding on. Koichi and Kazuho arrive to see Oguro brutally beaten, as Kazuho breaks into tears, and Midoriya hands Oguro to Koichi. Midoriya begins to break down in anger, One For All charging up to 100%. Midoriya's mask is completely ripped off. He shoots full power at the League of Villains, and Muscular tries to guard this team, but he takes major damage as everyone else arrives to support Midoriya, and Aizawa is shocked to see Midoriya. Midoriya asks where Bakugo and Tokoyami are, as Mr. Compressed lifted two little balls, as he stated that he captured them, and also says that he could easily break the balls, and it'll kill them. Everyone is ready to attack, but Midoriya screams out to stop, as he turns around with a smile, telling everyone he is sorry for this, but this is the only way he could save them all. Midoriya tells Kazuho and Koichi that he is grateful for all they did for him, but he's sorry about Oguro, and he tells them to look after him. He tells his classmates that he apologizes, that he isn't strong enough to protect them all. Midoriya tells Shigaraki that if they let two of his friends go, he'll go with them. Shigaraki laughs as he signals Mr. Compress to let them go. Midoriya asks Aizawa to grab onto Bakugo, so he doesn't follow him. Bakugo wakes up, asking if they won, but sees Midoriya walking past to the League of Villains, and he tries to grab him, but Aizawa ties him down. As his classmates scream out saying they could fight, Midoriya tells them to stop, and that it's over. He tells them that he isn't going to risk their lives for him. As he takes one last look at them, as he teleports off, his classmates tears down, especially Uraraka, Bakugo, and Aizawa. Aizawa tells Koichi and Kazuho to go before the backup pro heroes arrive, as they listen. Without a word, they head off. Oguro wakes up and asks where's Midoriya, as Koichi sheds a tear, saying that they lost. Well everyone, that's the end of this part of the What If. If you enjoyed, leave a like, consider subscribing, and share this video with your friends. And also, if you have another What If idea that you would like for us to do, leave it down in the comments below, and we'll make sure to reply to it. Again, thank you all for all the support you've been getting, and that's about it. That's all I have to say, and thank you all for watching. Peace.